Hello, everybody. This is James is here, and today I'm gonna be saying James, 1,000 times. Uh, and to know how many times I've said it, I have this QuirkBot thing, and every time I click the spacebar, I'm gonna say James. So count how many times I say James. James. So let's get started. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. I'm eating too. Okay, how about this? Every 100 times I hit the spacebar, I'm gonna take a little break. So, okay. James, 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 James. Okay, that's 100 times. All right, let's continue. James, 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 James. I think I accidentally hit the spacebar 2 times when I said James once, so uh James James and then okay, let's continue. Oh shoot. That was a fail. That was like 4 clicks. So James, 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 James. Okay. James, 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 James. All right, let's look at the chat. All right, need to turn the quality up. I don't really know how to do that, but yeah, I'll see if there's an option. I don't really think there's an option. I think my uh live streamer, that's the highest I can go, I think. So, but, all right. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. Okay, that's 300. 300. Wow, there's 8 people watching this. Jesus. Okay. Okay. I need to think about this. 300. I mean, 8 people are watching me say James. I mean, okay. 8 people are watching me and listening to me say the word James 1,000 times. That's weird. Oh, and if any of you guys were wondering, yes, I did get this idea off Mr. Beast. I he's one of my favorite YouTubers. But yeah, let's continue. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. Oh my, this is my my voice really hurts. All right, so we got the Dom Tomb channel here. Hello, Thomas Rainbow. Thomas Rainbow Fan Productions asks, "Is this for real?" Yes, this is totally for real. My voice hurts really bad. Um, all right, we're almost halfway there. All right. James, 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 jeez, James, 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 James. My voice really hurts. Okay, I just need to. Okay, I was just checking something. All right. James, 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 James. All right, we're halfway there. Halfway there. All right, let's continue. James, 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 James. I didn't. I clicked by accident that one time, so I said James, and then I didn't click, so it matches up. Sorry, I keep stopping to explain things. It says I want to actually say James exactly 1,000 times. I don't want to go over or go less by accident because that would be really sad. Insert sad music. Okay, let's continue. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. Oh, all right. Whew. Oh, my voice is hurting. Jeez. Oh. All right. Just 400 more. James, 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 names. James, 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 James. I think I missed a James, so oh wait, I just said it. Okay. James. Okay. 700 times. Man. This is probably one of my most successful streams. All right. James, 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 James. My fingers hurt too now. I've been pressing the space bar a bunch of times. James, 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 James. Take a look, it's coming down the track. Make way for James. Hooray for James. Shiny, shiny paint with the jet set slide. Make way for James. Hooray for James. He really knows how to say. Okay, okay, let's continue. I just want. I just wanted to do that. Okay. James, 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 James. Okay, 800. Whew. Yes, it is hard work saying many things. Oh, my voice is really tired. Man, I'm like battered. My voice is like, ugh. Okay, 200 more. James, 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 the odd ones out. James, 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 James. I just coughed into my microphone. James. James, 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 James. 900. Oh, oh, so close. Yes, I did say the odd ones out. I said the odd ones out because his real names is James. Yes, good job, James Owen. You got that reference. Okay. All right, 100 more. All right, here we go. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. James, 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 James. We're almost there. James, 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 James. Oh, finally. Oh, well, that took forever. Oh, how long is this? Oh, 16 minutes. It took me 16 minutes. Oh, well, that was crazy. Well, thank you guys for watching this uh weird stream about me saying James 1,000 times. Um if this stream somehow gets more than I don't know, if this stream gets like 50 likes somehow, um I will I will say Sir Topham Fat or something. I'll say Sir Topham Hat. I'll say Sir Topham Hat 2,000 times if this stream gets 50 likes. So if the stream gets 50 likes, then I'll say Sir Topham Hat 2,000 times. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. I'm gonna keep this stream up as a video so you can watch it anytime you want. So yeah, if this video gets that amount of likes, then I will say Sir Topham Hat 2,000 times. All right, that's the end of the stream. Good.